with our coalition representing many of the world's biggest travel and tech companies, we are uniquely positioned to drive the change that we so desperately need. 80% of tourism's value is tied to nature. And nature is worth more when our coral reefs and forests thrive, when our rivers are unpolluted and our wildlife is alive and well in their natural habitats. And although we've achieved significant milestones in our first 5 years, the journey ahead remains challenging. And no single company can tackle these issues alone. And given the headwinds we face as a global community, we must work together to drive meaningful progress. Now is the moment for the industry to reaffirm its commitment to being a force for good. Challenges will undoubtedly rise. But if there's one thing that I've learned in my life, it's that meaningful change never comes easily. The true measure of our commitment is how we respond when the path becomes difficult. We must never give up.
The Royal Rota every day are trying to convince themselves, not us because we know they don't know shit, that they somehow have insider sources and inside information, but they didn't know that Prince Harry was going to China. They didn't know he was in Shanghai. And I want to shout out Harry's team for being able to move Harry across this world, move him in and out, and nobody knows until it is time for them to know. That is exactly the way things should be. The press continue to be after the fact. They continue to be out of date, and it pisses them off. And you can tell because the frenzy in the articles that they release now are it's so absurd, guys. It's not even worth responding to because it's just ridiculous at this point. Shout out to Prince Harry for working. And let me answer the question because I was going to mention it during my live, which is taking place in about 30 minutes to an hour. Harry is working. We see him working. The current tax-funded king and queen need to be begging you, need to carry somebody to write sycophantic fan fiction to convince you that they are worth the 50 or so million pounds they collect every year from the taxpayer. Think about that. Please like, subscribe, share.